Okay, so we're gonna use this tutorial to make this star. It's kind of weird because we don't have a star shape, but I'm gonna start by making some circles. And so I've already made one, and I've added these vertical placements and horizontal placements. So look at your drawing to get those. Then I'm gonna make one more circle. This one's 0.412. My other circle, I'm gonna click on the center so they're concentric. And if I go over here, that is showing the other diameter, so it's 0.605. So I'm going to go back to Inventor and use my dimension tool and do 0.605. Now we can do this, you don't have to. You can right click on this with no tool selected, and you can change this to a construction line if you want. Kind of cool, but it's not super necessary. You could just do it with a circle and get rid of it later. But now I'm going to go to my rectangle tool and click this down arrow, and I'm going to go down to polygon. And I've got a 5-sided polygon, and I want to choose inscribed and make sure I put 5 in here and click done. I'm going to click on the center of my circle. Make sure I select the tool. Click on the center of my circle. I'm going to go out until it is where I want it. I do want a point facing straight down, and we can do that later. It's got all these constraints, so to shut those off I'm going to press F9, and then I'm going to just go ahead and use my vertical constraint, and I'm going to say I want this and the midpoint lined up, and it'll actually rotate it. That did just move my circles, so just make sure these are concentric. So now I'm ready to go. I'm going to use my line tool now to draw these lines in, and I'm just going to kind of guesstimate. So I'm going to use my constraints to kind of like go to the middle of that point where it intersects with my smaller circle. So I'm going to work my way around, letting the constraints do some of this work. And so I've drawn them all in. And the next part that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my equal constraint, just up here, and I'm just going to start making all these lines equal. So I'm going to say this line equal to that line, this one equal to that one, this one equal to that one. It's going to eventually start saying that I'm over constrained, but I want to make sure that I've got all these equal that can be equal. Okay, so now it should all be equal. Now I'm going to take my trim tool, or I can delete. I'm going to go and erase these extra lines that we don't need. So I'm just clicking on trim tool. They're separated, so you just got to make sure you get rid of all of them. And there's our star. If I go to finish sketch, it should be there. Something happened with mine, but see if I can fix it really quick. But I'll delete my extrusion. So if this ever happens, you can delete your extrusion. So I'm going to go to delete, but I'm not going to delete my sketches. I can go to OK, and now if I don't have a problem, what's here is obviously something here is broken. I'm going to go back into my sketch. I'm going to look at these and try and figure out where it's broken. I'm not seeing it right away, but it's probably at one of these intersection points. Oh, there it is. So it's over here. So I just clicked and dragged it and it moved. So what I'm going to do is choose my coincident constraint, and there's something going on over here. So now if I finish my sketch, extrude, it lets me do it. You don't have to, but it's kind of nice. Put like a little fillet around the outside, and then we'll roll it over, and you want to shell this inside to 0.01. And that piece is finished. Thanks. I hope that works for you. Sorry about the confusion at the end.